Hello, 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 and welcome to Sorrel Beya Yoga. I'm so happy that you're here today. I'm really excited to be sharing a spooky Halloween or Samhain yoga flow with all of you today. And if you feel like being playful and hopping in a Halloween costume, please do. I highly encourage it. It's gonna be extra fun with all of our spooky variations on our regular yoga poses today. And we're going to start on our backs because I'm going to do a little storytelling. Imagine us around a campfire in a forest, and I'm telling a spooky story before we get moving. So go ahead and lay on your backs, have a block near you, so get everything that you need to feel prepared today. And let's go ahead and get started. So as you get comfortable on your back, finding your corpse pose, your Shavasana shape, extending the arms and legs out long, closing the eyes if you feel comfortable with that, and just starting to hone in on your connection with your breath here. Noticing if you're breathing shallow up in the chest and the throat area, or if you're already finding those deep diaphragmatic breaths. And then let's all start to move into those deep diaphragmatic breaths, finding big expansion in our belly, and with our exhales, letting the belly fall. And moving right into our Ujjayi pranayama. So sealing your lips, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose with a gentle constriction at the back of the throat. So like you're making a Darth Vader sounding breath, something like this. Or like you're fogging up a mirror. So starting to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. So you're welcome to tune me in or tune me out as I give a little story time here. But either way, keep that breath present, warming the body up from the inside out. In through the nose, out through the nose. So our magical Halloween flow is going to be all about invoking the Kali energy. And Kali, she is known as the dark goddess. And by celebrating and evoking this Kali energy, we're also celebrating summer's end, where the veil between this world and the spiritual world are thinned. We're able to honor the dead and the cycle of life and all of our memories here. It's a very magical place. Kali symbolizes our relationship to death and destruction. She is a fierce warrior, often depicted, dancing over bodies while wearing skulls and serpents around her neck. And a lot of times she has her tongue out like, ha. She represents the death of the illusions that we perceive as reality. Let me repeat that. She represents the death of our illusions we perceive as reality. Whoa, let that sink in. She brings about qualities of creativity, power, and strength while slaying literal and figurative demons as she moves about as a wild woman. So today, as we move throughout our practice, I'm going to really encourage that we harness that Kali energy, that creative, that powerful, that strong, wild woman energy, regardless if you identify as a woman. And by doing that, we're going to be facing our fears. So noticing what comes up for you and that no longer serves you anymore. What can you let go? Ask yourself that as you move throughout your day. What can you let go? And take a deep breath in. Let it go. And start to rub the palms together, make a little heat. And gently placing them over the eyes, fluttering, allowing a little bit of light to seep between your fingertips. And then release your palms by your sides, drawing your legs into your chest, starting to rock forward and back, big rocks, big ol' rocks, and come all the way up into your tabletop. I mean a seat, my bad. Come all the way up into a comfortable seat, because I really want to share with you our dragon's breath. So sitting up nice and tall. If you have any tightness or pain in the hips, I recommend sitting on top of a block to get a little height. Okay, here we go. We're going to interlace our palms underneath our chin, elbows out. Already engaging the core. So this is a lot of core work, very stimulating to the core. Ready? From here, you're going to bring your elbows to touch. Maybe they don't, that's okay. But drawing closer together, squeezing them as the head tilts back and your knuckles press into the bottom of your chin. You're going to breathe in through the nose. As you exhale, you're going to lower the chin, lift your elbows up, and open the mouth. Inhale, lifting, elbows come close together. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, lifting. Exhale. Let's keep that going. Let's do 3 more. And inhale. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Exhale, release the hands, release the chin, let it go. Whew. I don't know about you, but I get a little dizzy with that one, with all the oxygen permeating throughout my brain and my head. But it's like a zinger. I feel lots of energy. Okay. And from here, we're going to take a side body stretch. So right fingertips are going to crawl off your mat. Left arm sweeps up and over. And really press into your right fingertips as you draw that top arm back a little bit. So you're dialing the heart up towards the sky. And then all the while, keep pressing the left sit bone down. It's going to want to lift. Now we're going to swivel through the center. Left arm's going to plant all the way out to the left. Right arm's going to sweep up and over. And now this time, pressing the right sit bone down, dialing the heart up. And then we're going to swivel back through center. Inhale, left arm sweeps up. This time, cacti the arm, or scarecrow the arm. And then we're going to go a little faster to the left. Inhale, exhale, cacti. Inhale, swivel forward. Exhale, cacti. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Okay, now make your way into your tabletop position. Good. From here, spread the palms, and if you need to work out your wrist, just sit back on the heels and do some wrist stretches, and we'll meet back in that tabletop. And before we move through our cat-cows, I want you to bend your elbows back towards your thighs, and then straighten. Bend and straighten. But all the while, have a strong core here, and a little tuck of the tail. Okay, we're gonna keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom, hold, hold, hold. And this time press up and around, find that Halloween cat. Inhale, lift. Let's call this our werewolf shape today. Arching the back, maybe even wagging your werewolf tail. Exhale, round. I'm having way too much fun with this Halloween stuff. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Let's do one more round. Inhale, lift. Werewolf, maybe even you howl. Ow! Exhale, round. And then find that neutral spine. Curl your toes. We're going to hover our knees here. Find a long hold. Try to find a flat back, like almost like your back could be a cheese board, and we're going to place a charcuterie board on top of your back. Even rocking forward and back if that feels good. For 5, 4, 3, really creating some space in the upper part of your back between the shoulder blades. And 1, downward facing dog. Take your dog for a walk, pedal it out, bringing lots of circulation into the legs, lots of movement here. Good. And then find a downward facing dog. Inhale, take your gaze in between the palms. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, fingertips to shins. Find that nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, Tadasana, just standing. Good. We're going to bring our hands to our shoulders and have little bat wings up. Take some little circles here. Good. Going one way and then the other. Have you ever actually seen a little bat up close? They're the cutest things in the whole wide world, except for those huge ones that are like the size of a fox or a cat. Kind of creepy, but still kind of cute. Keep moving. Keep moving. Good. And then inhale, we're going to reach up. Exhale, fold. I recommend having your blocks for this fold. So if you need to grab those real quick, do that. And place your fingertips on the blocks. And we're going to straighten our legs here. Then with our exhale, we're going to bend our legs. Keep your fingers on the blocks. Straighten. Bend. Straighten. Bend. And now stay in your bend, pressing your sit bones back, reaching the arms forward for a half chair. Exhale, fold, straighten the legs. Inhale, half chair. Pull the navel up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half chair. Try to lift the thumbs a little higher so you're really engaging the arms and the shoulders and your back. Exhale, fold. Okay. We're going to plant our palms, stepping back with the right leg, finding your runner's lunge here. Gently lower right knee down. Inhale, hands sweep up, finding our low lunge, Anjaneyasana, and finding your balance here. So keeping that front knee over the front ankle, feeling a stretch in that back thigh. Inhale, arms sweep up, and we're going to play here with lifting our front toes as we wiggle forward and back, and then maybe lifting that heel as you keep wiggling. Good. Finding some nice stretching here. Now plant the foot down. Do a little tuck here of the tail, so you're really engaging your right glute. And you can even bring one of your hands and notice the lower back. If it's arching a lot, try to press your lower back into your hand as your hips press forward. There's that little tuck. Inhale, reach the arms up, stay like this, or maybe move into your Kali Mudra. Bringing your palms together, interlacing all fingers except for your index. Inhale, lift your arms, possibly moving into a back bend. Breathing. Remember, we're invoking that powerful, fierce, creative energy with a playful attitude in our practice. Exhale, hands are going to come down. Once again, recommend having your blocks. We're going to start to lift our back knee up. Keep our back heel lifted. Stay like this, or maybe start to lift the front toes up. And while you're doing this, I like to bring my left hand to my left hip and just kind of pull it back into space so that way my hips are square. And using your blocks here, try to find a nice flat back. Really lift that back heel. Keep a micro bend in the front knee. Don't lock out the joint. And there are lots of things to remember here, but I got you. Breathe. Slow and steady. Okay, we're going to bend back into our front leg. Roll our back heel down and rise up to our warrior 2. But we're going to get funky with it, okay? So once you get comfortable, press through that back foot, really engage that back thigh, back quad, front knees bending, arms spread. We're going to take what I call mummy arms. So you're just kind of lifting one arm up, one hand comes down, and we're just going to kind of move here. Good. Just getting silly. And then bend a lot into your front knee. Take a reverse warrior two, our regular one with the top hand reaching up or catching opposite elbows or forearms. Feeling a lot of space created in the left rib cage. Good. From here, we're going to cartwheel our hands down, stepping back to your downward facing dog. And then roll forward high plank. You can always come onto your knees if you need to. We're going to lower down for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing your palms right underneath your shoulders. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Squeeze the elbows together. Inhale, lift your head up, shoulders up. Baby Cobra Bhujangasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift, maybe this time hovering the hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, big breath in, gazing maybe up towards the belly button, creating some space in the back of the neck, letting the head hang heavy. Good, pull the navel up. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold, other side. We're going to step back with that left leg first in your runner's lunge. Gently lower back knee down. Inhale, hands reach up, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. And then play with lifting your front toes as you kind of wiggle here. And I forgot to mention on the other side, if your balance is a little wobbly with the arms up, just bring your hands to that front thigh. No biggie, or if your arms are just sore today. And then play with lifting that heel. Good. And then maybe taking that Koli Mudra, all fingers interlaced except for your index fingers, reaching it up and back. Strong legs, squeeze your legs like they're holding a block between them. Big breath in. Open your heart, feel that love. I'm sending you love. Exhale, hands come down. Lift that back knee. I recommend having your block here again, or blocks. And then start to keep back heel lifted as you lift your front toes up. Maybe taking one of your hands to the lower back just to notice the hips, drawing that right hip back. And finding lots of lift in the front body. But keep breathing into the belly so those diaphragmatic breaths are still existing here. We're going to bend back into that front knee, roll back, heel down, rise up, warrior two. Good. And then take those funny zombie arms. Or mummy arms. My bad for mummifying it. Mummy arms. Oh, mummy. And then reverse your warrior two, possibly catching opposite elbows or forearms. Really bend into that front knee and press through that back foot. Tuck the right hip down though. It's going to want to press back. Tuck. Good. Cartwheeling hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Your choice coming onto your knees, chest and chin, or taking a chaturanga all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. And child's pose. Big toes together, knees together or apart. Rest the forehead down. And one more breath here, softening the heart, but still keeping energy throughout the arms and the fingertips. Inhale, come up, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, gazing forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, Tadasana, regular standing. So we're going to turn so we're facing the long edge of our mat. Hands to heart center. Take a big step with your right foot. So we're facing the right. Take a big step with the right foot. Point your toes out. Find your goddess shape. Notice if the torso is leaning forward, find some lift. And the knees are trailing in the same direction as our toes. Good. Tuck the tail, little pelvic thrust. And now bring your hands to heart center. Find that Kali Mudra again. Inhale, we're going to straighten our legs, lift our arms up overhead. Now ready, we're going to take a lion's breath here. So take a deep breath in through your nose. Now with your exhale, you're going to bend back into the goddess legs. Bring your Kali arms out in front of you, almost like you're chopping wood. And then you're going to stick your tongue out with the exhale. Try to gaze cross-eyed, almost like you're gazing at your nose. Inhale, reach up again, big breath in. Exhale, chop your wood, Kali breath or lion's breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Like you're chopping through all those obstacles. And rise up, reach up. Step to the front of your mat. Shake it out. That was fun, right? I think it was fun. Good. From here, you're going to face back regular at the front of your mat and just find a nice forward fold. We're going to step our right foot back and rise all the way up into our crescent lunge with the back knee lifted. Good. Options here to take that Kali Mudra again up overhead, breathing in. Exhale, we're going to take a little hop forward, lifting back foot up and then land back, crescent lunge. 2 more little hops. Good. Find that drishti, something your gaze is focused on. Last one, you're going to hold it for a variation of warrior 3. If this doesn't feel good with the hands in the Kali Mudra, just bring them by your sides or wherever else feels comfortable. If you're in the Kali Mudra though, try to really squeeze the arms close to your ears. And everyone flex your toes, press that heel back, engage the glute. Now we're gonna rise up, try to keep that back leg straight. If you need to bend it, that's okay. Separate your hands, they're just up towards the sky. Knee to chest, or extend that leg out. And maybe if you rose up with it straight, it was already straight for our daddy zombie, because we're gonna do baby zombie later. Really try to lift it. Good, good, good. Hands to heart center, take another warrior 3. We're going to gently set that foot down, slowly bending in the front knee, slow, 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 land back in our runners. Hands down. Gently lower back, knee down. Start to swivel your arms up. And we're going to take some big circles here, like we have big dragon wings or big bird wings. As you kind of bend and straighten a little bit out of that front leg. It doesn't straighten all the way. It's just lots of big movement. Yes. One more each way. Good. And then cartwheel your hands down. Take your left foot toward the outer edge of your mat. Point the toes out. And then we're going to maybe walk back knee further back. So you're finding a lizard shape, whatever feels comfortable here. If that doesn't feel good, keep the knee where it was. And then we're going to take our arms wide off the mat and just kind of bend and straighten here in our lizard. Feeling a nice stretch in that left hip. And almost like, I think of a lizard kind of like doing little sun push-ups here. It's sunbathing. For one more breath. Good. And then hold, maybe finding a comfortable lizard. Forearms can be down, or you can stay up on the hands or on the block. And gently coming out of it, walking that left foot in between the hands. Place the palms down. We're going to try to lift our back knee up, and here's a challenge for you. Try to lift your front foot up. So you're in a really fun strengthening plank variation. And then step back downward facing dog, pedal it out. Woo, feel that heat in the body. Feel that power, that strength, and that playfulness. Yes. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, Tadasana. Okay, other side. Meeting in a forward fold. We're going to step our left foot back and rise up to our crescent. Maybe taking that Kali Mudra on the opposite side as we take 3 little lunges forward, moving into a variation of Warrior 3. Back foot is lifted. Flower your standing toes. Find that drishti, focus the gaze. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Press that back heel back, engaging the glute in that whole leg. Inhale, we're going to try to lift the left leg all the way up with it straight, but if you need to bend, go ahead. Release the grip in the hands, reach them up for our daddy zombie. Really lift it, hold, hold, hold. Strong core. Good. Send it back, Warrior 3, another variation, hands at heart center. Super slow, we're gonna bend in our front knee as we gently set back foot down. Hands come down, runner's lunge, and then lower back knee down. Inhale, reach up, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. And then taking those big circles here as you bend and straighten in the front leg. Remember, you're just kind of flapping your wings. Feeling nice and refreshed. Good. Let's do one more each way. And then we're going to cartwheel our hands down. Take your right foot and walk it towards the edge of the right of your mat. Point the toes out. And up to you if you want to step that back knee further back or not. And take your arms wide off the mat for a variation of lizard's pose. Imagining that little lizard we were doing. Little morning push-ups. Sunning himself. Good. And you're just getting kind of weird with it. A little freaky. A little groovy. And then settle into your lizard shape. You can stay up on the hands, the forearms, or maybe even on a block. But listen to the body, listen to the hips. And one more breath here, full inhale. Stay for the exhale. Plant the palms down, walk the right foot in between your hands. Lift the back knee up, and we're going to try that challenge on this side. Press the mat away as you draw the right foot up. So the right knee's in your chest. You're rounding here like that Halloween cat shape. Good, 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 good. Downward facing dog. Take a pedal here, pedaling out the dog legs. Man, I cannot talk. Pedaling out your legs here in down dog. Good. And then gazing forward, inhale. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. And I'm going to give you guys a fun challenger here. Reaching the hands up, try to lift your heels up so you're balancing on your tippy toes. And really think of yourself very stiff here. So squeeze the glutes, squeeze your butt cheeks, squeeze your thighs, squeeze the core. And we're going to start to bend the knees as we attempt to come into a toe stand. If you need to drop the heels, drop the heels. And then we're going to reach the hands forward. And this is our little baby zombie. So we did our daddy zombie, baby zombie, hands reaching forward. Roll the shoulders back onto your back. Pull the navel back. Lower rib cage lifts up and then back. We're going to gently come onto our seat and take a little boat pose. But today it's going to be our corpse pose, trying to rise up from the dead, trying to get up. So maybe you stay here, or maybe you have toes down, whatever works. You can even have your hands down. But we're going to stay here for 10, 9, you can lift and lower, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, One, hold at the bottom, the little corpse trying to wake up from the dead. Ooh. And coming all the way down, drawing the legs into the chest, and just rocking side to side before planting the feet down. And then taking your right ankle, crossing it over the left thigh, starting to press the right leg away with your hand. Stay like this. Or interlace your palms behind the left leg for a restorative pigeon. If you notice, though, that the upper body is really straining here and maybe the head and shoulders are lifting up, crawl your hands down the back of that left leg closer to the groin, or grab a strap or a towel to give you Edward Scissorhands kind of length. My favorite reference. And staying like this. Really noticing the spine, trying to keep as much of it on the mat. And if you want a little more, you can draw the legs closer to your chest and your belly. So you're getting that nice stretch in the back of the right leg. But remember that right knee, it's going to want to press in. Mindfully press it out. So you're really engaging the leg. And then bringing the arms out like scarecrow arms. And starting to drop the knees to the right, coming into a spinal twist. Automatically, the right ankle is going to come on top of the left thigh. If this doesn't feel good, just bring the knees on top of each other, just stacked. Or if you want this one, but there's a lot of lift, just slide a pillow underneath the legs to rest on. And then last little thing on this side, if that left arm's lifted or if it's the shoulder is sore, we don't want any strain. We want to be able to relax here. So just bring the left hand to the belly. Starting to close the eyes as we move into our parasympathetic nervous system. Still keeping that diaphragmatic breath very present though, underneath our left hand, if our hand's on our belly, just feeling it lift and lower, rise and fall. And then coming back through center, switching sides, left ankle crosses over right thigh, taking the hands to first the left hand to press the left leg away, and then starting to reach the hands behind the right leg, keeping the shoulder blades down, spine lowering onto the mat. And if you want a little more on this side, just drawing the legs closer to the chest. But we're keeping the face soft, steadying out the heartbeats. And then bringing the arms out like scarecrow arms and dropping them over to the left, finding a spinal twist and taking whichever variation you took on the other side. Maybe that right hand comes to the belly and the gaze softens, maybe the eyelids even close. And you're just feeling your hand on your belly if it's there, relaxing. Feeling all that magic that happens in our digestion. It happens without us even knowing. No control. It's just in the background, working for us, loving us, brewing potions. Couple more breaths here. And last one. And coming all the way back onto your backs. Taking a happy baby. And if, once again, if the upper body is really strained or the tailbone's really lifting up here, just grab the ankles or the shins. And we're going to take dead bugs. So just starting to straighten and bend each leg. And then we're having fun with it, being playful, just kind of rocking and rolling. Maybe you're stirring a pot. You stir that pot. Your little witch making your little witch brew. Ha ha ha. Do you have a better witch laugh than that? Chuckle or cackle? Okay. From here, give yourself a big hug. Squeeze everything in, wrapping the arms around the shins. Hold your breath. squeeze, 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 harnessing all this beautiful energy we just created together. And finding your final resting pose with your exhale. Getting cozy here, any props that you need, a blanket, a pillow, turning the lights down. Returning just how we started, back to our corpse pose. Picking up space here, spreading the fingers and the toes. Getting all the little fidgets out. And then focusing back on our breath, just feeling the belly rise and fall. And feeling all of the magic around this time of year. When the leaves start to change to like a molten copper color. And there's a cool breeze around. And everyone's drinking hot drinks and you smell yummy spices. Pumpkin and clove and nutmeg, oregano, basil. And people are making yummy soups and stews with squash and vegetables. And there's just this warmth of like an apple pie warmth or toasted marshmallow warmth permeating throughout the air, throughout the season, throughout the streets. As you melt into this magic, remembering and allowing yourself to let something go that isn't serving you. It can be tiny, it can be big, it can be medium. Let it go. Big breath in. With your exhale, we're letting go, even if it's just for 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day. And here is where I leave you all. I encourage you to stay here for a while, really allowing yourself a bit of rest. And thank you so much for being here with me for this Halloween spooky flow where we invoke the dark goddess Kali. Remember her power, her strength, her creativity. Thank you so much. See you next week. Namaste.